Kev, obviously your first game in the dugout on Saturday. It's home to York City. Just first off, how much are you looking forward to getting out there?
Yeah, can't wait. It's been a long few days after obviously the disappointing result on Tuesday, and to not be in the dugout to oversee it was frustrating. I think we all gathered our thoughts on Wednesday, and then I said to them after the game that when we report back in Thursday, we report back in positive, smiles on faces and ready to work to try and put it right against York on Saturday, a local derby, big crowd. So yeah, to be able to be a part of that now really feels like I've come to work now. So it's been a valuable lesson for me to be able to sit in the stands and watch and assess. I'm really looking forward to now being on the touchline.
Yeah, have the players responded in training? Have you seen that positive attitude?
Yeah, definitely. And one of the biggest messages is, yes, we've lost a football match. It's as much as it's hurting, it's not the end of the world. And the beauty of this league is generally you don't have to wait very long to try and put it right. So I'm looking for a reaction, and I expect a reaction. The players are hurting. So we have to learn from it. We analysed, which I think now we need to do better. Of course, we need to keep clean sheets, and we did that at Ebbsfleet. And it's taken a poor goal in the conditions to make us lose the game. But we created enough opportunities to win it, and we've got to take them. It's as simple as that. So we can't be too downhearted. We've got an opportunity now to get a result at home, which could potentially set us up for a nice week.
Yeah, it's got all the makings to be a big game. Hartlepool and York, two big sides. Your first game properly in the dugout. Does that add much of an occasion at all?
It can do, but it's my job really to try and take the pressure off the players. They're naturally going to feel it. I understand the frustrations from the supporters. I can only talk about the playing side of it. The rest will, take care of itself. I want to take that pressure away from the players. I want to make the messages that I give them very clear. I want to be positive about them. As I said when I first come in, too much negativity, and we need to get rid of that. And it takes time. But the only way you can do that is having good performances, and we can get one of those tomorrow. Then it sets us up nicely. So yeah, the response from the players has been good. They trained really sharp this morning. As you know, of course, we've brought in 2 players since Tuesday, which is a statement. For me, if we want to improve, then we need to, I think, add to the squad. I identified the areas that I wanted to do. There's definitely another couple of areas that I want to strengthen in. Hopefully we can do that pretty quick, and we'll look a different outfit. It's just about building that confidence and believing. Watching the game back, we controlled most of the game the other night. We had good spells where we did things quick. We were positive. We were playing out from the back quick, playing through the lines, and then it's just about taking your chances, which we need to sharpen up on.
Yeah, you've touched on the 2 additions. Great time to get them, especially Luke, when you're up against such a physical front line in York. So how pleased are you to get Luke and Otis over the line? Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, delighted. It'll please a lot of people. It can upset players because they're coming in to try and take other people's places. But that's football. You need healthy competition within a squad, and it's what we need. Luke's an experienced player already. He's talking, he's organising, he's great in the bunch. He's got the experience, he's got promotions out of this league, and he's a top guy. So yeah, and Otis as well. He's a wonderful footballer. He's a creative player. He can create a goal, he can score a goal. His dead ball situations are excellent. He's got a great attitude. So delighted to have those 2 on board. Hopefully, potentially, we could have another face in the squad for tomorrow's game, which will be great. Like I say, it's a headache for me because I've got to upset some people because we can only have 5 subs, which is disappointing. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and you've mentioned previously, their signings that have been in the works for, a few weeks now. So how much credit do you give to, Joe Monks and the rest of the recruitment team?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously I had to have the final say on it. I think the one with with Luke, that had been bubbling in the background for a few weeks, and it's taken a bit of time. But I spoke to him, I think it was Sunday, to try and convince him that this was the right place for him, and I'm glad that he chose that. And the same with Otis. Otis was one that the name was just thrown at me from when I come in. I looked at him. I'd obviously seen him play over the years. I looked at all his clips, and I just thought, I think he can bring certainly to the quality that we've got quality, but I just think experience with that quality in that final third. I think he'd be a really, really good addition player for us.
Yeah, and just touching on team news, Callum Cook got a few minutes on Tuesday night. Manny D and Alex Lacey, generally returned to training. How are all them looking?
Yeah, they're all fine. Alex Lacey, he's probably a couple of weeks away from joining at training. So, I have to confess, I don't know too much, but the people here tell me he's a very, very good player. I've only seen his clips, so he seems a nice guy. So he won't be too far away. Obviously, Manny D is going to train fully today, and yesterday, so he's ready to go. Cookie came on. I thought he did well when he come on the other night. He showed his quality that he's got, his composure. It's in terms of the injuries, apart from the ones, the longer ones, we're in a healthy place. We had 20 players training today, so it's a big headache for me in terms of picking a squad and a team, but I'd rather have that than having to scrape round and trying to pick a side. So all in a really good place. Now it's over to the players. The preparation's done. They know what to expect from me. Now it's down to them to go and put a performance in.
Yeah, and when you've got the new signings coming in, the likes of Manny D and Callum Cook returning, surely that is, a massive lift to the players.
Well, I think, just from Manny's point of view, I think any squad, when you've missed your 15-goal top goal scorer, 13 in the league, you're going to miss him. When the player goes out like that, you're kind of hoping, right, who's going to step up and score the goals? We brought Courtney in. It's been tough for him because the pressure's on. They're expecting goals. A young kid, works extremely hard, and he's tried his best. To have your big centre forward come back, who's a handful at this level and scores goals, great attitude. He's jumping at the bit to get going again. So delight to have him back, and Cookie as well. He brings that type of different dimension to the team. He did score a cracking goal against these earlier on in the season at their place. So it gives, like I say, good food for thought for me. It gives me good options to try and pick the strongest team.